Yo, what up, Grab 5 here. Some news just dropped in the content creator chat and I want to share with you. It's regarding this weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday shard opening event and how you can benefit from it. It will benefit both newer players who love 2x event and also some endgame players who are trying to target a specific 10x champion, who I'm going to take a closer look at his kit because I've never really seen that champion in raid. So that's the first information you should know about that is coming up this weekend. There will be a 2x event this time around for Void Shards. So if you look at the icon right here, you see that the normal day like this, you see the chances of getting legendaries is a 0.5%, and then the chance of getting epics from your Void Shards is a 8% chance. This weekend, these chances will be boosted to a 2x. 2x is the best time for newer players to go over there and take full advantage of that 16% chance of getting some amazing Void epic champions, and then is 1% chance, the best chance you will have of getting your favorite Void legendary. Hopefully you hit that Messi, because definitely you might need to pull a lot of Void Shards to hit it, or you get lucky along the way and just do 10 Void Shards and get the legendary of your dreams. So hopefully you get that. Now it coincides with a 10x champion, which is kind of new to me. When I heard the name, I was like, who the hell is this champion? What faction does it belong to? Until I just typed it on the search and I found the champion right there. You'll find him in the Demonspawn. This legendary champion is going to be a 10x, and whenever you hear a 10x, it feels like it's going to be an amazing champion, because they normally put out 15x champions for normal champions. Then for a 10x like this, you expect the champion to be super crazy and amazing, and one that would be most wanted. I see it as a 10x because he's probably going to be a Void legendary. As you're pulling your Void Shards, you expect to see a Void legendary, and that's why he's a 10x champion. Now I don't know why this champion is not a faction unity champion. It's not. It's just a normal Void legendary. So that's the 10x champion that will be available for Friday and Saturday. Now if you do not want this champion as part of your 10x champion, you might want to wait until Sunday. When the 10x ends on Saturday, you can go ahead and summon your shard on the Sunday, right? So that's gonna be this event right here. The 10x is always one day shorter than the entire 2x event, in case you don't really want a 10x of getting this champion. His name is Chalco the Blind, and yeah, it does look like a Skinwalker's faction, anything more than a Demonspawn, but I guess he does have this flaming, do you even call that wings behind him? Always looks like a lizard at the same time. Weird. He could cut across so many factions, but he's a Demonspawn right here. So what does this champion do, and is it gonna be what pulling for Friday and Saturday, or you want to skip it entirely and summon on Sunday instead? Because I want to pull my Void Shards for event like this, but I have to decide whether I want to do it or not. Blind Hunger is an A1 that each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense, will ignore an additional 5% defense for each debuff on the target. Also steals 10% of the target's stun meter. That's a lot of things to do on an A1. 50% chance of repeating the attack against another target except the initial target who is under 2 or more debuff, occurs once per attack. That's a crazy A1. I guess it's a Void legendary champion, so you expect this champion to do a crazy amount of things. This is a skill that attacks one enemy 2 times. First hit places block passive skills, not block active skills. Passive skills locks out their passive entirely, which is kind of essential sometimes to kill some difficult to deal with champions. Second hit does a debuff spread, taking all debuffs from the target and placing it on all enemies. 4 turn cooldown on this skill means when you use it once, you might not get around to use it again, except its other skills maybe reduce the cooldown. The debuff spread effect will work even if the initial target is killed. Damn, that means this skill should be able to nuke hard. He's not a damage dealer, his damage is based on attack, but it seems like he will need a lot of accuracy, decrease defense and block passive skills. Is super amazing, and hopefully he will also spread the block passive skills, right? Because he places it first and then the second hit goes to spread it. So I guess you could say this is like an AoE block passive skill that doesn't just place on one person, it will spread to everybody else. A3, increase accuracy buff on all champions before attacking. Does it grant an extra turn? No. I wish you could place this increase accuracy for himself before going in to use this A2, but no. He also places a decrease speed, decrease the duration of all enemy boss by 2 turns. This champion has bring a lot to a team, and definitely I see utility, a lot of utility for this champion to be used in Chimera boss for sure. And a complicated passive that has no cooldown. This champion is immune to stun, fear, provoke, petrification. That's a lot of things to be immune to. Whenever an enemy attempts to place one of these debuffs, instantly activates, hopefully the A2. Yes. So if you try to crouch control him, he just goes in there and blocks your passive skill. Now I see why this champion is now part of a 10x. Doesn't set induce self. It doesn't put the skill on cooldown. Okay. Increases damage dealt by 5% for each debuff placed by this champion or an ally. Damage increases, resets each time a skill is used on this champion's turn. 50 stacks. 50% increased damage. So I guess this is the main utility why this champion is in your team. Hopefully it also hits hard. It's not just going to be here as a debuffer to lock out and also debuff spread, but also do some damage. This is also an AoE skill, so if you don't want to start with this one, you can go with this one instead. Does this one hit everybody else? No. Debuff spread does not hit. It's still going to target only one person. So does this champion, do you want to pull your shots on a Friday or on a Saturday? Is it worth going for? Where do you think he's going to be used? Because block passive skills seems like an arena skill more than anything, although maybe it can be used in any other context. Chalco the Blind. That's a new one. I've not seen this champion. He has increased accuracy in all battles by 70%, but he does have PvE utility too, not just PvP. So that's the first event that is coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A 10x for 2 days, and then the 2x event for the entire 3 days for Chalco the Blind. Yeah. So are you gonna be pulling your shots this Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or this you think this is a 2x that is gonna be totally worth skipping and you don't want to go for it at all? All right, for the next part of the video, I want to see what else is happening in Raid. They did release an update which removed all the decorations they did to the tavern, and now the tavern is back to normal bland way that it was. And yeah, we'd love to see it. So what else changed? I see that the update 10.40 has been launched, and I see that one change that happened to it was, apart from the tavern, when I go to an artifact, I saw this one today. I don't know it was added in the patch or anything. If you try to upgrade an artifact or something, click the upgrade button, you now have the option to sell the artifact. I think it's behind me right here. So you can quickly click sell here. In the past, if you upgrade an artifact, it rolls to the wrong way. You don't like the wrong stats it went to. You have to go back here and now click sell and now select and sell. But this time around with this new update, you could sell the artifact right there. Let's say I look for an artifact to roll up and I don't like the rolls. Look for this one, upgrade. Because normally you want to see whether it rolls the right stats or not. You don't like it, you could just sell it right there. So I think like this one is kind of huge. So I like that one for sure. That's not the only thing that was released as part of update 10.40. I've done a different video where I talked about other patch notes and everything that they are going to add to this one. And of course, everything is not yet active, including the event that we're supposed to log in for how many days to get it and all that. Not yet active, right? So I see a new event in the Altar of Souls. That's the only thing that is glowing. No, the ancient event is still glowing. The Altar of Souls is still glowing, but this summoning pool event is one that I've never really go for. I've never really gone for this one. This one requires you to go over there and fight this particular dungeon. There's a tournament going on right here to get champion training. Do some champion training to get this resource that you need to unlock it. So I don't want to go for this one. I've never really done it. I don't think I'm going to start now. The Void Epic is the one I'm going for. So you can see me doing champion training a little bit. The only reason why I'm doing it is because of this 8,800 points to pick up this Void Shard right here. Once I hit that Void Shard, I don't think I'll grab this one. But let me know in the comments, are you going all the way for this one? Because it has a particular champion you need. Most likely you'll get an epic soul for a champion. I don't want an epic soul. Now if you're have a higher rate of getting a legendary soul for any of this champion, then you can go for it. I don't see any champion on this list that I need their soul for desperately. That's why I don't want to even push for this one with champion training. So that's the event, complete Prism Soulstone summoning, I guess. Prism, I don't know what this resource is called, but anyways, I'm not going to be going for that one. I'm not interested in it. I just wanted to share with you this little piece of news regarding this upcoming 2x event that is aligning with a 10x for a new champion that I have never really seen talked much about in raid, because it's kind of new and it's Void Legendary also. So yeah, that's all the news. I'm seeing that there was one I skipped out on yesterday, and information I skipped out on, which everybody seems to love, and we're getting a lot of feedback from the community that raid should make this a permanent thing in the raid. If you go over to Play Run Play, if you're playing on PC, you can see this raid mini game right here, join the fight, and if you click it, you see that there is a stage 1 where you fight for 500 points. You don't have to fight it just one and leave. You can fight it 5 times to get the 500 points. If you fail, you can try it again and again and again until you get the entire 500 points. For stage 2, which is unlocking in 18 hours, maybe it will be a little bit more difficult than that. But this one was a really fun game that everybody seems to like. And yeah, I hope they make it permanently part of raid in one way, because I really enjoyed it, fighting with Elhanes, killing all the spiders. So mobile players are not really enjoying it because they are not participating in it. Yeah, but that's all the information we have for now. If there's any other big thing that's happening, I'll share it with you. For now, I'll go do a champion guide about Tagoa and post it on the channel maybe in the morning or something. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily raid content. Later, guys.